I'm Lewis, the singer in Chapel Club, and we are at the back of the waterfront in Norwich. We are lucky enough to be playing on the NME Emerge Radar Tour, I think it's called, the new band's kind of showcase tour thing. So this is the second night, and we're playing with Joy Formidable and Flats, and I believe tonight Wilder are playing as well. I know a little bit about Flats because they kind of sprang up from the same kind of place in East London, like that we all kind of live, Chapel Club kind of members all kind of live around there and stuff. So I know a bit about them. I think they're putting out some singles on the same label as us, actually, on Loog. So yeah, I know about them, I've heard their stuff, and I saw them last night, and I think they had 30 minutes, and I think their set of 8 songs was 16 minutes long. They're that kind of punk band. So yeah, they all came off like really out of breath and sweaty and stuff, which never happens to me. So they're pretty cool. Seem like nice guys. And Joy Formidable I saw last night as well. They're like a kind of proper rock band, and they're very loud. They play really fucking loud. So yeah, they're good as well. Nice people. Again, Wilder I haven't seen, but tonight's the night. So I've said before that it's not like really my favourite thing, and people kind of like up in arms within the band as well as outside of it. But I do like it. I like it. I like playing the shows when they go well, when I don't mess things up, because I'm a bit of an amateur at all this. And I like meeting people who are into the songs, obviously, and people who kind of get what we're trying to do. But I am kind of like, I'm a weird one. I need my time on my own, and I need to be able to kind of like duck off and read for like 6 hours if I want to, and stuff like that. And if I don't get the chance to do that over the course of a couple of days, I get more and more kind of het up, and like, you know, like my management were calling earlier asking me to do something totally fine and to my own advantage, and just like exactly what I should, you know, to get visas to go to America or something, and I started throwing my toys out of the pram because I didn't want to give up the time to do it. It's not like diva-ish, it's not like I want people to like serve me or anything. I just want to be left alone sometimes, and I want to have a chance to kind of like, you know, hang out with my girlfriend, or just do the things I want to do. I'm pretty kind of into alone time and downtime, and you don't get much of that. So that's the bad side of touring. But at the same time, I'm very lucky because the boys in the band are all really funny, and we're all really good friends. Despite all my fucking weirdness, they've managed to over the years become good friends with me. So yeah, it is a lot of fun. I laugh a lot, so that's the main thing. The debut album, well, it's not out till February next year. People can hear most of it on this tour, or a good portion of it. It's not really like anything else that I've heard come out in the kind of last year or two, or longer. I don't know. It doesn't. I can't really tell you what it's like in a soundbite. It's very sonic. Someone told us, and I think they were right. They nailed it. It's like a lot of textures and stuff, and there's a whole lo-fi thing going on, which we all kind of really got into, and we're listening to a lot. But at the same time, we were all kind of like, no, we want to forge ahead with something. It felt like a project we'd started before that happened. So we were like, we're going to do it, and it sounds big, and it sounds very bold and very kind of emotionally high impact. The lyrics it's not easy, but it's the part I'm most comfortable with. I can go away and do that on my own, and no one bothers me. And if I write the lyrics out, I know how to judge whether or not I've done it well. No, I don't ask them what they think. Fucking hell, fuck nah. The lyrics are good, and they know that, and they appreciate it. So I'm not worried about that. It's a lot of the time it comes naturally anyway. Actually, what's more embarrassing is that when we write together, a lot of the time I just improvise stuff just to kind of pin down a melody. And so there's a lot of recordings that will never see the light of day of me singing absolute gibberish and stuff. And it's got to the point where the boys are so used to it that I can send them a recording of something, and it's literally me singing made up words, and they just don't bat an eyelid. They're just like, yeah, it's really nice. Paul Epworth, what did he bring to the album? Well, he's a genius. Everyone probably says that about producers they work with, unless they really fall out of them, but I was kind of really cautious going in with Paul Epworth because he's done loads of albums that I loved. Like he did Block Party's debut, he did The Rake's debut, he just did Florence and the Machine recently, and he's at the top of his game, and I was really kind of like, whoa, we're going with Paul Epworth, you know, like I'm not sure like what's going to come of this, but he's an utterly lovely guy. He's probably one of the most talented people I've ever met. Well, he definitely is. He can play anything, he understands everything, he's so articulate about the music he loves, which is probably the thing that struck me the most. He can talk about a song and what he sees or hears in a song, and and he can kind of like express that to you in such a kind of concise and original way, but that, you know, one that you really understand, and that makes it a lot easier to record with him, because it means you can all kind of get behind an idea and say, yeah. And Mike described him really well the other week. Mike, the guitarist, said to me that he's like a sergeant or a captain in like in World War One, and he's the kind of guy you'd go over the top of the trenches for. He's got this certain, he's very charismatic, but he's got this certain kind of like, I don't know, he's weird. He's got like a vulnerability about him, but he's got this depth that kind of you get into, and he's very inspiring. And the way he kind of balances his character and his work and everything out, very inspiring. So you kind of are like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll try anything for you. So yeah, we've got like a kind of secret thing, secret at the moment, secret project that we've been working on at the end of the summer, and it's nearly ready now. So people should really keep an eye on our website or our Facebook page or whatever, because there'll be more details about that soon, and that's probably what's most exciting for me at the moment.